You're now watching Motivation Daily. Let's get tuned in. Hey, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to be talking about build your foundation. Now, your foundation is something that you stand on, something that you create something upon, or you make firm so you can actually execute things properly. And it's good to have a wonderful foundation. You have to build your foundation. You have to make sure it's strong, it's tight, it's firm, and it's not something that's easily penetrated or something that can just go through or fall, collapse. When you build a strong foundation, it can take you so many places because you make sure everything that you're forming on top of that foundation is secured. It's like your security. Your foundation is your security. Because there you're able to build value and place up certain things and connect and spread and go above and beyond so many horizons. If you build a house on quicksand, guess what's going to happen? Let me know what's going to happen. I want to know. You said what? What did you say? Yes, it's going to collapse. It's going to fall down. You know how quicksand is. You step on quicksand and your feet start sinking in and your hands start sinking in. And you be trying to get it out and it's just sinking. You have to have a strong foundation. How you start along any type of journey is key. But sometimes you have to remember, it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. But things that can help you along that process or your journey is building a solid and strong foundation. Whether if you're in a relationship, whether if you're chasing your dreams, your goals, your work, there's ethics and principles you want to live by. You have to make sure you have a strong and firm foundation. When you're raising a child, when you're trying to develop certain traits or habits, you have to have a strong foundation on it. Because when you have it, you can do more. You can withstand more, and that person will be more upright. Me and my mom had a conversation. You know, when you plant a tree, you plant it, and sometimes you need to support it. So you see people will put ropes and they'll tie it to make sure it grows right. It grows straight. Because if that foundation isn't proper, that tree can grow like this. And that could be a problem to other people or the environment around. Because you have a slanted tree that causes an obstruction to other people and the environment. And that's not good. But when you support the foundation, you build that foundation firm and precise around it. It will stand up and it will grow, uprooted, straight, in a way that it's supposed to grow, whereby it's good, people can see that it's straight, and it helps, it makes the environment look good, beautiful, it stands in place. Because everything you want to start, if you started off right and you started off firm and accurate to the best of your ability, you have a better chance of getting through certain things or making whatever you want to see work for you actually happen. It's just like a bad child. If you raise a bad child without a good foundation, and you don't give that child that support, that child might pick up certain things and be stuck in his ways. Might have an attitude problem. When people try to talk to that person, they don't want to hear it. And you don't want something that's grown and is developed. It's already formed. It's harder to raise a man. But when you start off at that foundation, that starting point, that beginning phase, and you add the concrete elements, that principle, that thought, you take your time to read and understand what you're doing. You're building up your foundation, you're adding, you're putting value into something. Eventually, it will pick it up. You'll pick it up and you'll start to learn. That's why a lot of us say that fundamental training starts at home. Because that's when you're seeing kids grow, they're developing, they're seeing things around their house. So if a child is seeing their mother get beat by their father and treated a particular way that's bad, they'll pick it up. That foundation is not good because it can corrupt that child along their process of growing up. But not everybody falls along that path. Some people might see somebody get beat and say, you know what? I'll never grow up to do what I've seen my father do to my mother or my mother do to my father. Vice versa. But you have to have a strong foundation and build a strong foundation. When you're chasing your goals and you're chasing your dreams and you're trying to get certain places, you have to take time to create that foundation and make it what you want it to be. Take your time to understand what you're doing. Practice, go over. You know, you're gonna make errors, little boo-boos along the way, but it's worth it to get an accurate and a strong foundation. When you build a relationship on a weak foundation, no trust, lies, dishonesty, all these things that just don't add up, it's gonna be lopsided. Anybody can go through that. When you build your foundation on something strong, hey baby, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna embarrass each other. We ain't gonna cheat. We're gonna talk. We're gonna get through our issues. Then you're making something strong that becomes hard for people to penetrate. The foundations you build, the foundations you create within yourself helps you along this journey called life, because there's so many things around that can easily knock us off our boat. But if you're on a strong foundation, you will stand and you'll get through certain things. A tree planted by the waterside, when it's built and it's standing erect and it's strong, waters and different seasons can come and hit it and it'll still be standing because that foundation is strong. It's rooted. But imagine if it didn't have the support and it was lopsided. Let's say that was all land before and it grew and it was lopsided. And nature happens and changes occur, and the next thing you know, it's a lake, or rain has formed the river, or whatever has happened has created something, and water surrounds that tree that probably didn't get the support it needed. And it's like this. That water can easily just knock it off course, remove the branches, and cause a big collapse. But when that tree is uprooted and it's strong and it's standing firm, the waters will just be rising through them, rising through them, and riding through it, riding through it, riding through it, because it's straight. It's straight. It's straight. That's why they say, teach your child now the things that you want that child to actually start to exhibit and put out in the world as they get older. Your foundation is very important. That's why sometimes we see certain people, I've heard of stories whereby certain girls or certain kids might not know how to pee or wipe themselves or do certain things that they need to do to take care of themselves as a child, because that foundation wasn't right. There was an imbalance. There was an imbalance there. Maybe the father wasn't around, their mother wasn't around, or they went through something, and that foundation, there's certain things they lack. I tell you this, if you're determined to get your foundation right, you will do it. You have to work at it. You're going to sweat, you might cry, you might go through things you don't want to go through, but you building that foundation and making it accurate and as firm as you can make it is going to help you get through all types of things in this world and decipher right from wrong and what you choose to follow. Build your foundation. If you like what I'm talking about, check more of me out. Peace out.